Shalom, friends. Hello, hello. Um, I'm here, chilling, vibing with everybody today, hopefully. Um, yeah, super excited to be here again. It looks like I might still be streaming in Fortnite. Let me see if I can fix that. I swear I just changed that. Hmm. Check, 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 check. It still even says Fortnite. What? All right. We are gonna do a little bit of adjustment here. Stand by. Let's take a gander. All right. We're gonna need to change out my title real quick. Let's take a look. For whatever reason, Chill Hop is sounding kind of weird and wonky right now. So if anyone does happen to join me, let me know if you can tell what's happening. Let's see, pop back over here. One, two, three, pop up, pop. And then one more time. There we go. And let's try that. Is that better? That looks better. That looks better. Um, all right. Cool beans, cool beans. Hey everybody, how's it going? Just here checking out some more Misfit Gamer development happening. So, I'm excited for you guys to join me and come hang out with me. To be honest, if Chill Hops keeps acting the way it is, I might just turn it off and try something else. Um, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, yeah, I'm super duper excited to be here. Um, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna work. Oh, I do know what I'm gonna work on. So I figured a little bit of stuff out. I found out number one how to do math in Obsidian, where I can have um, like the YAML code that we were talking about before. Let me see if I can actually pull something up for you guys to actually take a gander at instead of just looking at this sweet, sweet black screen. Um, let's see. Is this the right one? No, that's not the right one. We are going to. Why? That's strange. Is it this one? There it is. um, so I figured out how to do math in Obsidian, which is actually kind of groovy. So I'm excited to see what types of things I can do with it. So I can like a lot of this stuff up here. Can you guys not see my mouse anymore? Ugh. Oh, there we go. I have to click on the thing. um, So a lot of this stuff right here, when you look right here in the side, it actually tells you what type it is. So this is a property type, and you can actually change the property type from like text to list to number, checkbox, a bunch of different things. So right now, anything with a number, to be honest, anything you can use inside the code itself. And you can like do math with that information. You can manipulate that information. You can do all kinds of craziness. So I'm excited to see exactly how that goes down. But first, there is a, what do you call it? What is it called? There is a, goodness gracious, where's my brain? Um, Let me actually just go look at it real quick. Plug in. There is a plug-in that I need to go get that I have not yet used. So far, the only community plug-in that I have actually gotten and downloaded is this templater one. It's one of my favorites. But another one of my favorites and another essential that I'm going to use for pretty much all of my vaults from this point forward is called Data View. And you can do so much cool ish with Data View. So I'm actually going to go and look for that right now. So we're going to go browse the community plugins and I'm going to take a gander. There it is. Boom, Data View, one of the first ones that we see here. Oof, 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 oof. You can do so much sweet stuff with this. And this is actually the plugin that allows you to look at your properties and display them and show them and like use them as pieces of code. So I have not even scratched the surface of what this plugin can do, but it's kind of phenomenal. So additionally, I'm going to be taking a bit of a pause at some point throughout the stream because I got to go call my lovely lady and check in with her. But outside of that, we're going to see what we can get done tonight. So sadly, Vortex is not fully recovered because you know how when you go on holiday, when you go on vacation, you come back and it's just, ugh, so I'm assuming that's what's going on. So he's gonna be taking a break for a night, as you guys probably saw in Discord. But yeah, so I'm here. I'm gonna just do what I can in here, hang out with you guys for a little bit, and we'll see what happens. But we are getting close to the holidays, you guys. So Christmas is coming, New Year's is coming. Hopefully, you all are as excited as I am. But yeah, so I wonder if I can do it this way. Ooh, interesting. Very nice. Okay. Um, anyhow, so just installed this plugin. We're gonna go ahead and enable it now. And I want to go look at the settings in here. So we're gonna look at data view and we're gonna take a gander at our settings. I'm just gonna kind of explore. So it says enable inline queries, enable or disable executing regular inline data view queries. I'm assuming that's what I want. Enable JavaScript queries. Um, I don't know if I'm going to be using JavaScript much in this one, but we're going to just run with it and see what happens. I'm going to keep these off for now. If I do find a use for it, so just as a quick side note, I am kind of a minimalist when it comes to programs that I use. And what I mean by that is I want to use as little external programming as possible just because a lot of the stuff that I end up doing, I want to know how to manipulate it, how I can make it do literally exactly what I want it to do. A lot of the times when you get a what do you call it, a plugin, when you get an attachment like something that augments a program that already exists, right? Something that somebody else created, it does what they wanted it to do. But a lot of the times there's just tiny little pieces that I'm like, I wish I could get it to do this. I wish I could get it to do this. So that's kind of what we're working with here. So we'll see exactly how this goes down, but whatever. Anyways, so we're gonna enable inline field highlighting and reading view. We're gonna just see how a lot of this stuff goes down. Code blocks, data view, JavaScript keywords, inline, code block inline queries. If enabled, inline queries will also be evaluated inside of full code blocks. Okay, so I'm guessing the full code block is, um, for example, I will. What do I have up open over here? Do I need that anymore? I don't think I do. Okay. Um, so real quick, I'm going to show you guys this. So when you have these guys here, this is what I'm pretty confident they consider a code block, right? And so when you use this code block inside of Obsidian, it displays things differently. There's a little button in the corner. You know what? Why am I showing you here instead of just showing you in Obsidian? So if I come over here, and we take a gander at what we have. So right now this is the core code, right? This is everything we have. Now, this file name should show me what the file name actually is. So if I come over here, why are you the way that you are? Let me actually take a gander at one of my other notes and see if I can see how this actually works. Boop. So, so that is what it's supposed to be. So I am confused. Maybe I do have to activate some other settings. Um, Anyways, before I get too off topic, let me just show you what I was talking about. So these guys right here. In Obsidian, it automatically pops those out, and you'll actually see this little box right here. Um, Now, when I type in here, and then I go to the actual view, what everything looks like, it's going to be inside this box, but there's over here a little button where I can just tap it and it copies everything in the box. It's super awesome for writing code and for stuff that you just know you're going to need to copy it, right? So the original stuff that I had used for Goblin Notebook is actually in these code blocks, right? So I would come over here and I would just copy all of this and paste it directly into Goblin Notebook if I needed to like reuse something again. So it's kind of convenient when you're using it that way. But because I'm trying to get all this stuff to work directly with Obsidian, I don't necessarily need to put it in a code block anymore. So, oh, there we go. Now stuff is working. Weird. Why is it in these little blocks like this? Is that normal? Let me take a gander. Let me take a gander. No, it should just look like regular text. Interesting. Because this right here is almost like overlapping a little bit. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I'm gonna come over here real quick, and I think it might have something to do with I was doing some experimenting off stream, and I'm actually going to go into this a little bit later today. But I was working on themes and how to actually build themes, and I created, well, I had AI create for me um, like a test theme. It just put together some like basic stuff for a theme. So we're gonna go over to appearance. I'm still rocking the default theme. I'm not using my new one, or am I? I can't tell. Manage. Yeah, this is my active one. Okay. Well, weird, but okay. I guess that's where you can go to get and look for new themes. This is the one that, oh, okay, so that's the one that I created. You see all the stuff changed only ever so slightly. Let's go ahead and pop out. Okay. And now let's come back in here. What? That's so strange. That is so okay. There we go. There we go. See, now it was my theme. It was my theme. Whatever I did in my theme made that stuff look weird. So that'll be interesting for me to experiment with later. But it's super strange that whenever I go back, it just says default and it doesn't actually stick with it. So I don't freaking know. We'll get to that point when we get there. Anyway, so the code blocks is what I was looking at before, and this is just how it displays code block stuff, but this is actually what you're writing in here. So, this is supposedly how you are supposed to display math. So you put these double dollar signs on either side instead of these little tick marks, and it will put it in a different kind of code block, and it'll show up like this. Like you can't even like see the surrounding code block, but this is how it displays that type of math, right? And you can do the same thing in line. You can have little exponents and stuff, and it's pretty cool looking. So that's if you end up needing to like use stuff like that. But this is how you would handwrite it out. And again, a lot of AI helped me build all of these things. So we'll see how that ends up going. But anyways, um, yeah. So one of the things that I was initially looking at, let me go review what we've done before in the past. Um, I got my races template set up. I've got my creatures template set up. Um, automatic. Oh yeah, this was the test one that I had put forth when I first started doing any of this stuff. So, um, all right, you know what? It's bugging me just a little bit. So we're gonna go take a gander at. First, I just want to go to YouTube and I want to see if I can play music and have it like work appropriately. So I'm gonna just pause chill hop and we're gonna see what's a good thing to look up. Let's see. Ooh, that might be a little loud. I think it might be my speaker. So it could be completely normal for you guys. I think my speaker might be tripping out. So here's what we're gonna do real quick. Um, no, it's not my speaker because it's not procking in an OBS. That's so wild. That is absolutely wild. All right, well, I don't exactly know what's going to be the smoothest way for me to troubleshoot this, but I know that a lot of what I got going on. Okay, so it is spiking over there, but not over here. You know what? We're gonna try something real quick. We're gonna try something real quick. Well, it just looks like my computer doesn't love me today. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug my speakers, which sadly means I will have no sound. But you guys should hopefully have some sound so that it'll actually sound pretty decent later. So we'll see how this goes here in a second, but yeah, 1 second. All right. So now we should be good off of that. And then my chill hop should also work a little bit better. Ooh, yeah, but that feels like it's way too loud. Ka-chink, maybe right about there. What do you think? Is that a little bit better? Is that a little bit better? Nobody's in chat to tell me that, whether it's better or not, but that's okay. So, anyways, so we're gonna start off. I'm good with the. You know what? No, I do want to create my templates for classes first. That's something that we had talked about last time. We're going to make separate templates for each and every one of the classes because it's going to make it a lot easier for me to include the pieces of the classes that are like in between the levels that you would normally have. So let's come over here and see if I can't find, the Ice Monarch. Ice Monarch was one of my favorites. And boom, this is what the display looks like. And look, I can just copy that sucker right there. Easy squeezy. All right, we're going to create a new template. And this is going to be, Ice Monarch was a sorcerer. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna want to have description, obviously. Now let's see. I need to find a window. We're gonna open a new one of these guys, and we are going to. I love me some 5e tools. That's what we finna rock today. I'm gonna go to web. We're gonna go to this guy. Yeah. All right. So here be my 5e tools. We're gonna come over here to classes. Is this the right one? This is the 2024 only one. I don't want the 2024 only ones. There we go. I like me some old school 2014 PHB nonsense, alright? So let's take a gander at sorcerers. Okay? So when we're first of all, let me make sure I'm not tripping. And we are going to look back over here and make sure, yeah, this is the sorcerer subclass. Okay, we're good to go. So with our sorcerer subclass, I'm going to take a look at any one. Let's do storm sorcery, okay? We're going to come down here and we're going to see, do each and every one of these have a spell list? I don't think so. Okay, this one doesn't look like it has a spell list. Let's take a look at Draconic. What do you, oh, I don't want both of them. I just want one. Nope, you got some breath weapon stuff, but you don't have a spell list. Interesting. Let's take a look at Shadow. Excuse me. Interesting. So I'm trying to figure out whether to put a template because there are a lot of subclasses. So if I take a look at cleric subclasses, I'm fairly confident cleric subclasses have specific spell lists included. Yeah, see, perfect, just like this. You have domain spells. This is what I'm talking about. This kind of little template would be something that would be fabulous to add into the template that we're going to use for this stuff. But um, I'm interested because in here uh, we have been given an additional spell list, right? Love that picture, by the way, just freaking phenomenal. Um, we've been given an additional spell list, so these are all the spells that you get innately. I'm curious. I'm gonna do some checking real quick on my cell phone telephone, but let me look. Races, classes, sorcerer. Aberrant Mind. Yeah, dude. No, they do. They do. Aberrant Mind does have a spell list. All right, then what the heck is this thing talking about? Let's go back to sorcerer. Let's go back to let's look at Aberrant Mind. Okay, Aberrant Mind has one. So what is it? Just some do, some don't. What was the other one I looked at that didn't have one? Shadow. Shadow doesn't have one. Storm. That's so wild. I swear Storm of all of them should have one. Divine Soul. Divine Soul has an affinity spell. That one's a little bit different. Interesting. Um, Child. Wild Magic. Bet Wild Magic has one. Wild Magic is just insane. No, it doesn't. It's just got chaos. Alright, whatever, it's fine. So, it's possible. So, I'm gonna put it in there as a template. Ooh, that's the other thing you can do is you can do snippets. I gotta figure out how to do snippets. Um, this is gonna be where I'm a little bit frustrated because I would love to look up a YouTube video right now on how to do snippets um, on how to do snippets in data view. I'm gonna switch accounts real quick. Boop. So we're going to do what is it called? Obsidian data view snippets. All right. You know what? I have an interesting idea. Where did I put it? I might have put it away. Hold on. Did it go away? Oh, it might have gone away for you guys. Oh Oh, maybe that killed the sound. See, there's gotta be a better way to do this. Let me see. Oh, because it's only shooting desktop audio. Well, let me see what happens when I play this. Because theoretically, this should still be playing, which it is, but I don't hear it. Is it just this port? Did this port get screwed up? Let me see what happens when I play this.
The first line builds in plugin. The second line reads builds the plugin display. Third line run fills the plugin which folder. We'll look at the whole font. The fourth line sort fills the plugin after service. The fifth line.
This is wild. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mute these videos because I can usually figure out what's going on even without the audio, but God bless America. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with the sound of my computer. So, yeah, this is for real crazy. Um, let's see. Yeah, my chill hop is still going. I guess it's getting a little bit of spike. It's getting a little bit of spike. Maybe it's a little too low. Let me bring it back up a skosh for you guys. But all right, I don't know exactly how this is going down, but who cares? Who cares, my guys? All right. There's gotta be a way to put some captions on here. There we go. Cool. All right. So this is this is data view snippets. I don't want data view. I want template snippets. It says scripts. Obsidian templater snippets. I wish I knew sooner. Okay, cool. I wonder if there's like a full-on list. Why did it start like in the middle? Was I looking at this already? Sure. Interesting. So the question is, how do you use them though? Setting up template or plugin, basic, data, scripts. All right, and then date from file. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump over here. Okay. Cool. All right, so we got templates, new note, date. All right, that. That's all it is. Just grabs that information. Cool. Then hotkeys. All right, cool. I like hotkeys, but it's just more for me to remember, to be honest. Oh my gosh, the sound on that other thing spiked so hard. What the fudge is even happening? Y'all are some wild ass mothers. I'm sorry for deafening all you. Soul, what's happening? Welcome. You're gonna have to help me out just a skosh, because I'm having all kinds of stream problems right now. Let me know if you can even hear the background music. And my speakers have just pooped out on me right now, so I don't exactly know what's going on, but it be what it be. Um, Anyways, so right now I'm trying to figure out how to do some snippets in my templates, because right now what I want to do is I want to build. So I'm going to see if I can show you this real quick. right now what I want to do is I'm working on building templates. So last time I created a creature template, I created a race template. Now I'm going to create a template specifically for each one of the classes, right? And one of the elements that I first saw in the sorcerer class, for sorcerer subclasses, is this spell thing. Because sometimes they have like class specific spells, right? And the problem with that is not all sorcerer subclasses have class specific spells. So when we get some of them submitted, some of them are going to have it, some of them aren't going to have it. So it's going to be what it's going to be. But I'd love to have like an option where you can just like pop in one of these snippets so that it'll start to work. Um, so I'm trying to do a little bit of research right now to see exactly how that works. Where we at? There we go. That's what I want. But yeah, so I've muted the sound on this video because I can't hear it right now because my speakers hate me. But I'm able to extrapolate at least most of what I'm doing. I don't know if I want to bring in any of these hotkeys that they're talking about, but I want to know like what the way to use syntax is. Type of template, blah blah blah. So interesting. So when you use the thing, it's just gonna bring the whole thing. It's gonna call it a new note, and it's gonna put whatever the date is in it. All right, great. What are we going online for? Uh, Commerce.js display. Oh, this is just telling you like what the actual syntax for that stuff is. All right, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Really just want to know what's the best way. So if I want to insert one of these snippets in the middle of my note, how do I go about doing that? Um, oh, that's kind of interesting. I might end up doing that. Let me scan in here. Daily notes, navigation, don't care about that. Date from file, don't care about that. Day of the year, don't care about that. Today's date, don't care about that. Weekly notes, navigation. Link to all daily notes. Automate periodic note creation. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Still not what I'm looking for. Countdown timer. All right, we're gonna go back, see if I can find a better video because this one's not answering the questions. Automate your vault with templater, form function. Yeah, these are all like full templater plugin. I just need some specifics on snippets. Um, Gosh, I don't know how. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try and ask AI. All right. Whenever I'm doing quick AI stuff, I use Gemini. Whenever I'm doing like in depth and I want like a full setup of some stuff, I'll use ChatGPT. But we're gonna see how this goes. So really, all I want to do is ask it. Is there a way in Obsidian to using the template plugin? Okay, let's see what you have to say. says yes, you can absolutely insert a template snippet using template plugin in Obsidian. Here's how. Create a template file, blah, blah, blah. Use the templater command, usually Control P, then type insert template. Okay. Okay, so let's start there. Let's start there. So, I'm gonna come back to races real quick, just because this one's already squared away. I'm gonna come down, and we are going to do a new node, and we're gonna call it sub class spells. Okay, and we're going to use this as a template. This is basically what we're doing. Now, this, we're probably going to have different ones for full casters as for half casters, because I know that if we take a look over here in 5e tools, let me look at Paladin real quick. I know that Paladins are gonna have these class-specific spells. Did I not click it? I did click it. Where is it? There we go. But it's only gonna go up to 5th level spells. So Dominate Person is, yeah, 5th level spell. So even though it goes, well, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 lines in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 lines in there. First level, third level, 5th level. That's the spells level. And this is the paladin's level. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me kick a gander. So that's the sorcerer's level, not the spells level. Hold on a second. Telekinesis is also only a 5th level spell. Wild. Interesting, interesting. So actually, let me... I'm actually curious. I'm going to come back over here to Sorcerer. Now, this is going back a ways. This is actually taking a look at the spells that we got from Hecate. True Iceberg is a legit 9th level spell. So if True Iceberg is a 9th level spell, then I'm interesting how they lay these out. What's another full caster? So if you're still here, tell me if you know another full caster that also is going to get custom spells like this. I feel like Cleric is the biggest one, but let me see. Grave Cleric. Yeah. Raised Dead. But see, look. At 9th, it stops at 9th level. This is the caster's level, not the spells level. Goodness gracious. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to set it up the way everything else has it, and if the people end up doing it a little bit differently, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So, coming back here, we're going to make some edits to this. We're going to call it class level. 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th. And then we're going to do... So these two are going to be 1st level spells at first. I'm going to do... 1. Spell 2. Okay. And at level 3, it is 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Okay, so that's exactly how it goes. All right, bet. Second, second, third, third, four. Forgot. See, I don't know how to use Obsidian also. This is all new to me. So that's very fair. A lot of this, what I'm doing, if you've ever heard of something called Markdown, this is just like a way to write information that's not unique to Obsidian, which is actually kind of my favorite part of Obsidian, is that Obsidian is not something that's specific to this program, but it's just an interface that allows you to interact with it. Like, if you want to make something bold or italic in Discord, you use Markdown. You're going to put asterisks on either side of it. You're going to put underscores on either side of it. You're going to do different things to augment the text so that it changes how it looks. You can even add these hashtags right here, um, like this. Uh, wow. You can add hashtags like this to make it look bigger and bolder and stuff like that. So all of this stuff is kind of universal to a certain extent. Um, but yeah, a lot of the stuff that I will likely end up doing um, is going to be unique and probably new to a lot of people. But just getting your perspective on stuff is always helpful. So I appreciate you being here regardless. But I need to one change that to a 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. Okay, cool, 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 cool. And then we're going to find. Okay. So these are the templates. It's not going to be ice magic. It's going to be subclass magic. Class level spell. Okay, that's fair enough. So this is what my snippet looks like. Okay. Now, question becomes, how do I use templater to insert it? Um, so say I want to come over here. Okay, this is my little test 1 thing. Now, I was looking over here at this guy. No, where was I at? Oh, I was talking to Gemini. That's what I was doing. Control P, then templater, insert template, and then select. Okay. Okay, so Control P, insert template. Failed, no templates folder configured. False. Templater, templates. Yeah, my templates folder's right here. Templater hotkeys allows you to bind. You to bind templates to a hotkey. That's Let's try Control P. I want a new note from template. I want to insert template. Open insert template modal. Oh, that's how we do it. Okay. And then we do subclass spells. Okay. Thug life. Thug life. Okay. So is it just if I come down, is it just Alt E from the jump? Okay. Okay. So it's Alt E to insert a template from somewhere. Thug life. I can do that. I can do that. So I like to set it up so where there's a separate folder just for snippets. So I'm not looking through all of my templates. I'm only looking through the snippets. Um, I wonder if there's a way to do that. We're doing some experimentation. Um, so template hotkeys, startup templates. Startup templates are templates that will get executed once when templater starts. These templates won't output anything. This can be useful to set up templates, adding hooks to Obsidian events, for example. I'm gonna have to look into that later. Um, Scripts, file, folder location. We're gonna just add a folder in here and see what happens. So I'm gonna do new folder and I'm gonna do snippets. And then I'm gonna take this one and we're gonna, come on buddy, come on, drag it to the snippets. And then we're gonna come back to you and we're gonna try that again. Alt E. There we go. So it'll just be anything that'll have, and then if I, okay. So I'll Alt E and I'll type snip in front, and then it'll give me a list of all. That's easy enough. That's easy enough. Okay, that's easy enough. Well, let me do it. Let me see what happens. Yeah, easy peasy. So when I finish sorcerer, so we're gonna have our description. I would love to have little hover buttons for each one of the intermediary things. That would be so choice. But we're not quite there yet. Um, let's see if I can't find an image to like a stock image to put there in place. Um, yeah, but I want it to literally say like stock photo. Hold on. Wild, absolutely wild. Um, give me a suggestion, Soul. Which one of these pictures would be good for just like a random? You know what? Why not? I've seen this guy in so many different things before. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use this. Let's see. We're gonna save this image as. Go to my downloads. Um, save. Alrighty. And we're gonna come over here. installing some tools, and we're gonna go image tools, imager. Did imager break? What happened? There we go. Alrighty. Where's the ones with just random crap in it right now? My Gladness Everdeen. Why not? And Madness Ever. No, because I'm gonna need to eventually make that one. Goodness gracious. Well, then let's just start a new one. Who cares? How do I do that again? There we go, new post. We are going to choose an image. We're going to go to downloads, and we're going to grab that guy. Something went wrong. What? Y'all are ridiculous. I just want to make a new post. Can I please make a new post? Do you hate me? Obviously, yes. Let's do this one. Yeah, I don't know why that was so difficult. A boingy, boingy, boingy. Are we for real struggle busting this hard today? I feel like we are. I feel like we super are. Can go away. I'm good off that. I'll probably need that a little bit. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for that, let's ask AI to give us a description of please give me a brief description. That's what I'm looking for. And copy. I really don't even care what it says. I just need some words to go here. And I would love it if it was italicized, because that's the way I want all of it to be. Alright, are you done yet? You're literally still thinking. That's amazing. How's that freaking possible? This is so wild. I am going to cry many tears because this is ridiculous. Whatever, it's fine. We'll figure it out. You know what? For now, what we can do until that's actually done. Did I close it? Of course I did. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that real quick. My history. Uh, isn't it like recently closed? There we go. There we go. All right. Image address. And then there he is. Look at that sweet boy. All right, cool beans. That's all I needed you for. Imager, you're rude. Just saying. Um, I have to figure out how to use like URL links instead of from Imager, but from um, Google Drive. If I could like copy this link from Google Drive instead of in here, I would save all this crap to Google Drive and I wouldn't need Imager as like a weird go-between. But I don't know how to do that yet. So, we're here. Um, let's see. Let's see. We can go back to, oh no, let's go back to this. And then, so I've got my description and then ice magic. So we are going to remove this entire section. And theoretically, I'm also going to remove the frost table section. Sorry, love you, bye-bye. Because none of that is really standardized across the board when it comes to the sorcerer subclasses. Um, in about 10 minutes here, I'm going to take a quick intermission to call my lovely lady. And we're going to chat for a quick minute, and then I will come back and see what we can't finish. But let's go back to 5e tools and see what's standard for sorcerers. So when looking at sorcerers, I feel like Shadow is a good, you know what, no, I want Storm. There we go. I have both because you're a butt. I want to know what's standard. So we have the description. This doesn't actually give you any abilities. Then your first ability is Wind Speaker. All right. And then your second ability is Tempest Magic. All right. So I would say, let me look at all of them real quick. So that's what Storm does. What does Shadow do? You get your quirk kind of like the other one did. Eyes of the Dark, and then Strength of the Grave. So yeah, there's generally two third level features for sorcerers. Um, what? Interesting. This is kind of cool. So this one's spell list is actually different depending on the phases of the moon. Very interesting. What resource is this from? Oh, that's from a wild resource. No wonder it's so weird. Let's take a look at Draconic. This first feature is your ancestry and then your resilience. Does it actually give you a breath weapon, or is it just say choose this ancestry? Choose one type of dragon as your ancestor. The damage type associated with each dragon is used by features you gain later. Okay, well, that's not really two features, but alright. Let's Divine Soul it up. Um, Divine Magic and Favored by the Gods. That's a lightweight spell list. Clockwork. Um, so we get your Clockwork Magic, and a spell list, and you got your manifestation. And so the spell list kind of functions as one of your features if you get a spell list. Interesting, interesting. So guess, I guess that could be what we put in here. So, for instance, so we'll say, I hate. You get a. Okay, so starting at third level, I'm gonna say gain. I like that word better. Gain a feature associated with your subclass, comma, potentially including a subclass specific spell list as outlined below. That should be a colon, be one of those suckers, and then Alt E, snip it, and then boom. Look at that. Look how gangster that was. I freaking love it. Um, all right, that's what our third level feature is going to look like. And then the next one is going to be our Frosted Veil. Um, we're going to call this. This is basically like a baby feature, is how I would articulate it, because sometimes it's like you get a language and maybe a skill. Sometimes you get like something small. So what's a good way to articulate that? Like, um, I'm a, all right. So we got our starter feature, and then main feature. All right. Cool. 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 All right. Also a third level.
Okay.
So that looks pretty good. I'm gonna steal this back. Um, it's not exactly how I needed it, but focus. See. There. That's kind of likely. Usually they're going to have multiple like elements to the feature, and maybe that's not the case for Sorcerer, but we'll just put it there just in case, just to fill out, give it some meat, so to speak. So I'm here for it. Whatever, it's fine. Blah. So now that we got this, let's take a gander real quick at our 6th level feature. 6th level, Bastion of Love. It's just going to be another feature. There's really event feature. Okay, easy enough. Augment feature. Ooh, is that normal? 2 pieces? Um, 2 6th level features? I don't think it is, but let's take a gander anyways. I mean, this one's kind of a hefty one. Oh, that's 14th level. What am I talking about? Oh, okay. So, potentially 2 little features. You gain resistance to psychic damage and you have advantage on saving throws. That's like a baby feature. That's like a baby feature. Kind of like the other one was. Let's look at Divine Soul. 3rd level. 6th level. Nope. Nope, not seeing it. 6th level. Nope. And these are usually pretty small features, yeah. Nothing super meaty. We're not looking at Lunar anymore. You wild. You wild, Luna. You wild. This one's kind of chunky. Storm. Storm's got 2. Storm's got 2. Heart of the Storm, you gain resistance to lightning damage. In addition, whenever you start casting a spell of 1st level or higher that deals lightning or thunder damage, stormy magic erupts from you. This eruption causes creatures of your choice that you can see within 10 feet of you to take lightning or thunder damage. Huh. whenever you cast that's just cool. Why have I not played a storm sorcerer? Anyways, I'm out here tripping. Um. So I'm not gonna add it. I'm not gonna add it. I'm gonna leave 6th level as is. BT dubs, Hecate, loved the permafrosted condition. That was very cool. Um, is there normally a 10th level feature? There is not normally a 10th level feature. Sorry, my friend. That's okay. We still liked it. There's a 14th and an 18th. Okay, so we're gonna call this zone feature. Oh, my time is up, friends. Um, so what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Because I love you guys. We're gonna come over here. I'm gonna come over here. And we're gonna do. I'm gonna give y'all some wild psychedelic visuals for no freaking reason. I'm gonna do this. Is it still muted? It is still muted. We're gonna full screen that, and I'm gonna let you listen to some chill hop while tripping out a little bit. Hopefully this does not. Hopefully this does not make anybody go crazy, but we'll see what happens. So vibe out a little bit, and I will be back. Absolutely wild. I am sorry, my friends. That took a little bit longer than I had anticipated, but I am back. I don't know if anyone's still here. Maybe Soul just hanging out in chat, idling, lurking, doing his thing. But yeah, took me a quick second, but I also made myself some food because I haven't eaten yet today, so I will be slowly munching on that as we do things throughout the rest of the stream. Probably gonna only be on for another 30 to 45 minutes. We'll see what happens, see if we can get through this. Hopefully, once I get this first template down, everything else will be a lot easier. But who knows? Who knows? Um, I feel like a lot of them have very similar layouts, you know, slightly different structure. Fighter's going to be the biggest one, um, just because they have so many different things in there. But you know, it'd be what it be. But yeah. Did I get a beverage? I don't think I got a beverage. Hmm. You know what? I think I got some water left on my desk. Hold on a second. I'm curious if I'm gonna get copyrighted for that use of that other YouTube video. Didn't use the same sound, so it wasn't like exactly the same. But if I need to cut it out when it comes to the what do you call it? Uh, uh, my live stream, my YouTube, my vlog. There you go. That's what it's called. But I need to cut it out for because of that. Then so be it. It'll be fine. Anywho, let's take a slightly better gander at what we got here. Hmm. So we got our main feature, we got our augment feature, true ice body, and our capstone feature. Let's word out this capstone feature a little bit better. What is the last picture that we ended up having with this thing? Not you, Mr. Face. Oh, it's just one of those. Meh. Retrash that. Don't need it. Um. Gosh. I want to play this icy sorcerer so bad. I keep looking at it. I'm like, so beautiful. Um. All right, we bringing it back. We bringing it back. Um. So I'm skipping over the 14th level because I don't really know exactly what I want to call that yet. But uh, this feature, what's the right terminology for it? Um, I want to say demonstrates, but that's the wrong word. Starting at 18th level, you've truly embodied the nature of your subclass. This feature. Your power? Because it's not always power. Whatever, it's fine. I'm worried too much about something literally no one's ever gonna see. It's literally just words to make me feel better for it not being fully empty. Um, this feature enhances your power to the point of mastery in your mastery in your field. Easy peasy. And then I like upgrade. down what you thought. Possible. Why do I feel like I'm talking about Goku right now? Power is the right word because this is a sorcerer and it's all magic. That's why. So, I think I like this so far. Mm, creatures. Let me look. So I just kept that at the top. Okay. Don't need an object name. Oh, the title is there. Okay. So, not creature name. Hmm. How did I do those other ones though? That's what I did, because I'm a goober. We need to create, because I was specifically in test. So delete. All right, so I apologize. I do this a lot. I will think a lot of stuff in my head and not say it out loud. So let's do it. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to figure out how did I set these up so that they automatically created the the subclass. So if I create a new node in here, instantly it's going to ask me what's the race's name. We're going to say, and then author is going to be, okay, Orcish this guy. So it's all populated, and it's going to do that every time because I have a subfolder meant just for them. All right. So we need to do the same thing with. We need to do the same thing. We need to do the same thing. I need to create a folder. Boop. We're going to call this MGS-CC Community Creations. No, I wanted Sorceress Origin. Oof. Well, how do I rename? There it is. Rename. Subclasses, and then we're going to have, come on over here. Oop. There we go. And now we're going to come over here to settings. This is how we do it. I'm sorry. Try it again. So, not creatures, not races, sorceress origin. And then get rid of that. And we're gonna do sorcerer. And then close. So now when I go new note, one moment, I must take care of something briefly. All right, so we got subclass name, Icy Boy. We got author, um, Ninja. Boom, boom, boom. We live in the thug life out here. Y'all, we live in the thug life out here. I need y'all to know this. The thug life out here is beautiful. Um, love it. Look at this beautiful description. All this, that, and the third. There's going to be so many cool things we can do. I'm going to have an entire snippets folder, like a subfolder in the snippets that is strictly just for um, like class features and different pieces like that. Ooh, I'm going to have another one for like, oh my God. Lord, I'm telling you, it's going to be delicious. We finna get it. Um, but yeah. So this is exactly what I'm looking for. We got race, we got creatures. Okay. This one, I can get rid of that. I don't need that anymore. Delete. Having a, ooh, maybe I should have done that. Whatever, it's fine. Delete. Delete. Okay. Doop 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 doop. Amazing. Okay. So I got my sorcerer, and now what we're gonna do is we are going to diggity diggity duplicate this. Where's duplicate? Make a copy. There we go. And we are gonna call this one Cleric, because why not? Um, let's take a quick gander at what a cleric subclass even, what do they call that? Ooh, you guys don't get to see this. This is my super secret version of the leaderboard we have here. Um, let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's look for cleric. We're gonna clear this. I don't like. Just the one. Red. And what exactly are they called? They're called Divine Domain. Okay. Got that Divine Domain right there. Got that Divine Domain right there. Hmm. Let me. Now let's see if I can't get ChatGPT to give me. Not ChatGPT, Gemini. Belay my last. Hey, look at that. How squeezy that is. Look how squeezy that is. I'm not going to change the image. That sounds perfect as is. But we are going to take a gander at our 5E resources and look at when we get our subclass stuff. So let's start with Arcana. So this is at not third level. I keep forgetting. You get your Divine Domain at first level in original 5th edition. And if I'm not mistaken, all cleric subclasses have custom spell lists. Looks like it. Okay. So that's a standard part of what we get. Oh, let me. So, just finding, and that is at first level, right? Which is so weird. Let me actually look, because it says first level, but you don't get your subclass until third level for sorcerer. So for Aberrant Mind, yeah, it says first level. Wait, you do get your origin at first level. I'm tripping. Your sorcerer origin at first level. Your divine domain at first level. Okay, okay. I'm tripping. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, okay. So do way too much silent thinking, you guys. This is what happens when I get on here like this. You gain a feature associated with your subclass, potentially including um, we're gonna call this, or this one, domain spells. But the whole thing isn't domain spells, is it? You get other things, the gods, blah blah blah, arcane, initiative. When you choose this domain at first level, you gain proficiency in the arcana skill, wizards, blah blah blah. Let's look at grave. So you do really arcane? You get, that's all you get? When you would normally roll a 1, when you would normally roll 1 or more dice to restore hit points with a spell to a creature at 0 hit points, you instead use the highest number possible for each die. Oh, so they just get max healing. In addition, you learn the Spare the Dying cantrip, which doesn't count against. I view it as a range of 30 feet. And you can cast it as a bonus action. God bless, that's cool. That's just freaking cool. Grave Clerics for the win. Eyes of the Grave, you gain the ability to occasionally sense the presence of undead whose existence is an insult to the natural cycle of life, blah 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 blah. As an action, you can open your awareness to magically detect undead until the end of your next turn. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, so it's not infinite. Eyes of the Grave. Alright, give me, and do another example. Trickery. Blessing of the Trickster. So that's kind of tits. So we got 2 of these suckers that are just freaking the bee's knees. Skill. You can what is this? Forge empowering bond among people. So there's at least 1 to 2 features, not including your domain spells. But domain spells is like the first thing that you get. Okay, let's stick with that. So it's domain spells first, and then first level feature. Okay. I can do that. I have the power. Level 1. Domain spells, level 1. So, what's the next level you get something at? I'll do this because I'm trying to swap him. You get your new channel divinity at level 2. And then after that, it's not till level 6. Interesting. Hmm. So, what are we thinking here, chat? Channel divinity, you get it at level 2. We clearly need to include that in our main features. But this level 1 feature, I wouldn't really consider it a main feature. It's like an accent feature. What's a synonym for accent? Like, I know it sounds like a weird question, but did you ever finish loading? You didn't. You're disrespectful. I'm done with you. I'm absolutely done with you. Um, mm, highlight feature, kind of. Verb. There we go. Similar. Mm, point up, underline, underscore. What is this? I don't know what that is. Highlight, spotlight, foreground, feature, play up, bring to fore, heighten. How about emphatic feature? I like that. I like that. We're going with emphatic feature. Don't know how to spell that. Did I spell that right? Wild. What was it called? Channel divinity. Domain channel divinity. think I kind of like how it stock says it. Channel divinity. At second level, you gain an additional way to use your channel divinity. This something is based on, derived from, is specifically for. No, that sounds right. How are we gonna word this? At second level, you gain an additional way to use your channel divinity. Use this. There's a word that exists that I know would be perfect for this, but I can't figure it out. Let me actually try and bug this. Is it filter? It's not a filter. Do I have to unlock it? No, I don't think I have to unlock it. Scaling. Alright, whatever. So this is additional way to use your channel divinity. This feature, this ability, this I'm gonna say technique for now. Is why do I feel like that's the wrong way to spell chose? Choose is two O's. Whatever. This technique is based on the. Did I? I did. Method, approach, strategy, more items. Track, model, practice. Practice? This practice? No. Design, scheme, approach, strategy, way, manner, tactics, process, style, recipe, form, ground plan. Ooh, I don't like any of them. Whatever technique. Maybe method. We could do method. Rooted. Rooted. I like that. Maybe I should have used that for druids. Yeah, whatever. Don't judge me. This method is rooted in the domain that you chose. All right. That's all I really need for that. My emphatic feature is nothing more than an emphatic feature. At first level, you gain a feature that you chose. It will likely be a all right. Back to our 6th level feature. Addictive bond between you, blah blah blah. I'd say that counts as an emphatic feature. We also have an 8th level feature called potent spellcasting. Let's go back and look at Grave. I think Grave's really good. Add your wisdom modifier to the damage dealt by any cleric cantrip. What? Is that standard? Why is that called a domain feature? Second. Sixth level. Okay, that's specifically grave. Okay. Death domain. It's different. Cleric gains the ability to infuse his or her weapon strikes with necrotic energy. Okay. Okay. We're gonna call this empower. This is fairly empowering. And that's your 8th level feature. Ooh. All right, we're gonna have to drop it after this. How many more features do I have? I got an eighth level feature. I got a eighth to 17th. Are you freaking kidding me? God bless America. Vortex, you 100% right. No problem, Soul. It is about that time. I was just about to say it's pretty late for me, and I'm gonna have to roll out of here pretty soon. I've got to finish these last two bits in a second. But thank you so much for hanging out with me, Soul. I really appreciate you just being here, vibing with me. Um, Hopefully we can see some of the fruits of this coming up pretty soon. I'm super duper looking forward to reviewing your item come Monday, so it's gonna be a good time. So have a good night, and I will see you later. Oh, goodness, 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 goodness. That was my eighth level feature, empowered. Empowered feature, AU. No doubt, no doubt. All right, so this is gonna be 17th. Capstone. Mm, Capstone, we can keep that the same. Empowered. Uh, level feature. W. Greatly. Adding additional damage. All right, I will be back in one more moment. I gotta go pick up an order. Okay. Um, guys, I think I'm Gucci. I'm gonna create another folder real quick for divine domains. Let's. I'm going to add that to my list over here. Divine domain, and then cleric. Um, New notes. Holy boy. Boom. Dude, we here. We freaking here, my guy. Absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Good boy. Icy boy. Dude. Dude. I am absolutely blown away at how this is going to start working. All right. Thank you again, everyone. It is late. I gotta get up early. I'm going all the way out of town tomorrow. But I'm so excited to be here, to be rocking this with you guys, and I'm gonna be trying to make so much more content like this. So be with me. I am slowly and just slowly getting used to how to do this in general. So I'm running into issues with my sound, issues with my computer, issues with frame rates. You saw the stream that I did the other day with Vortex, with what was it? I almost said Snapchat, Fortnite. My stream kept going in and out because my internet just can't handle it. I'm hoping it's partially because of my bots as well, because if that's the case, I may or may not be getting upgraded here pretty soon, so we shall see. But yeah, it's exciting. So thank you guys again. Soul, you are fantastic for hanging out with me and giving me a little bit of support out here. It is a truly good time. But I will catch you guys all on the flip. Deuces, my friends.